Hi everyone, good morning. It's Burgess from Tranquility in Art. I thought for the next three videos I might do a Christmas some themed paintings, snow scenes in fact. This one is just a scene I made up, and I'll keep it on the screen there for you so that you can take a screenshot of it if you'd like to copy it later on. Take a screenshot and print it out. I'll be using my 3/4 inch flat from the System 3 range. Is really good for um, watercolors. I'm also going to be using my number 2 uh, rigger brush from the Aquafine, and again it's Daler-Rowney. I may also use a couple of round brushes, I'm not sure which one, and I'll be using my Pelican paints, which I love. They're really nice, they are. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off by turning the paper over. And I want to do this because you see this chimney. I want to make sure that the chimney stays as it is. I don't want to sort of work. I don't want to end up going over the chimney and having a few problems here. So what I'm going to do is and I'm not going to be wetting it either. So what I'm going to do is just take my rigger and paint very, very carefully around the chimney first. Very, very carefully like that. So I don't have to go near it again. And what I've done is I've mixed Prussian blue and with some Payne's grey. Oops. I don't want to go around. I don't want to touch that chimney pot. I want it to stay defined. Like that. And I'm going to leave a bit of space on top like that. And now I'm going to take my number 3 and just go ahead and start painting the rest of the sky. And I don't mind if I go over the trees because I want to, I'm going to be making them black anyway. So we can just do that like this. So now I can go around the chimney without getting worried about it. And I can go around the house here as well, the cabin, like that. And I can work all the way sort of down here like that. Oops, sorry, I forgot my glasses, you see. There, so I can't really see anything like this. There's a mountain here. We can go around that, like that. There's a sort of mountain there. Like this. And there's this mountain here, so I can sort of go into the corner there, like that. So keeping the house clear, like this. I may go over it with a second wash once I've finished this one to see how much darker it is. I may want to add a bit more Payne's grey or something to it. Downwards like this. Because I want to, since the mountains are going to be snow covered or hills or whatever they are, I'm trying not to get the paint on them as well, and we can just work upwards like this. I want to make it a bit more blue. Ooh, that's nice. All the way like this. Like that. And those trees have disappeared, but I don't mind because I know what they're sort of supposed to look like anyway. So we can just sort of play around with tree shapes later on. We can turn that over. And that's our Prussian blue sky. Let that dry. Now I'm going to take a light wash of Indian red mixed with a little bit of raw umber. And what I'm going to do with that is paint the cabin. bit more water in it, because I want this part to be lighter than the one on this side. So we can just put a bit more water in that like that. And you'll see the roof is going to stay white because that's where the snow is. The snow is on the roof as well. So let's just put that in there like this. Like that. And we'll take a little bit out. Like that. And then I'm going to add some, make it a bit darker, a little bit more intense, and add it and paint, oops, this side with it. A little bit more intense color because it's sort of in shadow. Just hoping the light is coming this way, whatever light there is. It's alright if you leave some white because it could be snow or something like that. And now I'm going to paint the roof, not the roof, sorry, the chimney with just raw umber. I'm going to leave some white bits on top to represent maybe snow. I may sort of add something to make it more snowy looking later on, like that. Okay, now we've done that, what I want to do is I want to paint the trees, and we've got a tree sort of going this way, one going that way, and a couple going that way. Now, although they've been hidden up, we can sort of play it by ear to see how they sort of come out. And let this dry, and then we can put in the windows and some extra stuff here. So let's go in with, I would say, Van Dyke brown. Next, let's mix that with some of that Prussian blue sky mixture. And I want to just paint the nearest tree here. Let's paint that one. Again, I'll leave white bits if I can, so you know, it sort of represents sort of snow. I'll go in with the rigger later with that one. I didn't bring my glasses, I forgot them, and now I'm sort of holding a weird pair of glasses without any handles with one hand and painting with the other, so it's a bit difficult here because I completely forgot it. It's in another bag, so I'm having trouble sort of seeing what I'm doing here. We'll change it to the rigger now. I'm just playing it by ear now. I really can't see anything here. Oh God, I'm sort of going all over the place. Oh. I'm going to switch back to my round brush and work on this stump here. Well, it's not really a stump, it's another tree. We'll work on that. Well, you know, we must have several glasses, I think. Okay, I'm going to have to manage here without them. I'm working one hand, really. It's just that's the problem with not having your own space. You know, you're not set up and constantly switching bags. There's a bit of it has its drawbacks, you know. You end up leaving things in bags by accident. Squiggly lines. Switch back to the rigger. Light squiggly lines. I thought I'd make these branches, branches here go off the picture, so it's a big tree, to represent a big tree. Even this one a little bit, really, just to go off. And you know, because the sky is fairly sort of dark, you may not be able to see all of them, but they're there. Your eye wants to see that it's a big tree and the sky is dark and it's dark and snowy, and you get the picture. So that's that tree on the side. I'm going to you work on the stump here as well at the bottom, this one. This painting is fairly easy because there's very little drying to do, and you're really working on the main parts of the subject, and that is the trees and stumps and things, because everything else is white. Now what I want to do is go back to the rigger and work on these two trees here. Add a bit more water to them because I want to make them look like they're a bit further away, so they're not as intense as those. And again, leave white spaces at the base to represent, bits of snow attached to them at the base, and we can do the same with this one. I'd make it a bit darker because the white of the snow shouldn't be showing through. Yeah, like that. And we can do the same here. This, and then we can go back in with the rigger and just do the same squiggly lines like that. Doesn't matter where the branches are, you can just, it's a tree, so you can, a bare tree, and once the tree leaves are bare, you'll find that the twigs and the branches and the mini branches are sort of all over the place. So if you put a tree, if you've put a branch in the wrong place, it's not going to look wrong. So just carry on, just sort of playing around with your squiggly brush like that. And it'll be fun actually, like this. There we are, like that. And now I think what we can now do is work on the snow, and that's really just and for this I don't want to, maybe I shouldn't use this brush at all. Maybe I should switch back to the small round one, because what I want to do is just represent, oh no, I forgot something. Let's just put the windows into the dark windows. This is my number 2 rigger. I can do some detailed work with that, and shadow under there as well, like that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put some shadow work in using maybe a round brush and some. Shall we use purple? I wonder if we should use purple, or maybe we should use ultramarine blue. Let's go with an ultramarine blue, and to that we could always add a bit of purple, a teensy bit of purple. And I just want to add some snow shadows in. So let's play around with the shadows on the roof. So let's just go too dark there. But we don't want it so dark. Again, it can be sort of anywhere, just there's a shadow on the mountains here. don't know what this is, a path or something, I don't know. Tree stumps here, I'll do that in a minute. Doesn't matter if we've forgotten it, we can still put it in. Add a few more things to it, like I don't know, tree stumps or something, and a bit of extra something or other, I don't know. Since you start playing with it, it seems like, you know, you can, it's snow and, you know, you can get snow shadows anywhere. Oops, too dark. It's okay. Let me just sort of lighten it up a bit like that. This is SAA paper. This is the Society of Amateur Artists. I think it's called the practice paper. It's £140. I should have told you from the beginning, actually. £140, and it's. I bought it a very long time ago, and despite the age, it hasn't actually deteriorated in terms of its sizing, which is a very good thing, actually. You know, a lot of papers do deteriorate over time. Some papers do, a lot of them do. The sizing disappears. It's sort of. I bought some Saunders, Waterford rough paper, at the same time, to be honest, and it's no longer usable because I never used it. So it's become a waste, really. I wish I had used it, but I didn't use it, and now I can't use it unless I can find a way of putting the sizing back. And well, I'm not an expert on sizing, so that's the problem there. So that's okay now. This is done. Now, well, the snow, I think. But now what I'm going to do is, because it's wintry, sort of snowy, so what I'm going to do is add some bits and pieces here and there. Oh yes, there are lots of tree stumps actually I forgot about. Let's just put those in. You can use the round brush again and put that in like that. Just sort of play around with it and add more if you like, just to sort of add something to the picture like that. And otherwise it looks a little empty in places, although it's snow and it might be empty. You can sort of dot things around just to, you know, make it seem like things are peeping out of it, out of this, from under the snow. Go in with some darker here, because I want to put the shadows of the trees and things in. You can go in darker along here, very, very quickly, all the way along there. And here, and the shadow of the house I want to put in as well, and I think the shadow will be underneath, like that. This video, please do consider subscribing and give it a thumbs up. You've got to give me some credit, because I'm doing this without my glasses, and everything's being done with one hand, so give me some credit. And now go back in with the shadow sort of mix. So let's get this house sort of cast in there. Shadow here. Now what I want to do is, now I don't know whether to do any splattering technique for maybe some snow falling, so I'm going to use something, I don't know what. Let me have a think. Okay, first I'm going to try and put in some extra snowy bits in places, and I've got this Artify premium brush, a premium paint brush. So let's just put some snow here, and snow here, and maybe along some of this, along there like that. So these areas here that might have snow sitting on them like that. So along the roof as well here like this. And now, you know, I'm going to put some splashes of snow in. So I'm going to take that, I've got some titanium white, and I'm going to try and splash some snow on. Now I'm a bit nervous about this because I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's just see what happens, huh? And ruin the painting. Okay, it may not work, but let's try it anyway. Just on the sky. I think it needs a bit more. It's coming along, it's just I can't see it. Add a few larger ones here and there, like that. Bit of fun, really, since it's Christmas, we can still have some fun. And let's see what happens with the tape. Is it going to come off? That's my main concern. Is it going to come off? Okay, that's our little snow scene. Let's take the tape off now. And left one off here first. Yeah, that's okay, I suppose. And we've got the bottom one here. This is washi tape. And there. And let's take the last one off here. Oops. And so here we are, our little snow scene for Christmas. I do hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please do consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video when I'll be painting another snow scene. And there'll be two more actually. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you do like this one. Do consider subscribing, like I say, and have a go. It's very, very easy because it's mostly white paper. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you. So I'm having a look at the painting again the next day. And so I do apologize if you feel that the lighting has gone off a bit, but you know, I looked at it and I noticed a couple of things that started sort of jutting out. You know, if you look at this mountain here, part of it's been covered up by the sky, and that was totally unintended. And it looks like, you know, there's been an avalanche or something. So I want to try and fix that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint something here. So I've decided that what I'm going to do is paint a wintry tree in foliage using the stippling action, using burnt sienna and a bit of black. And what I want to do is cover that area up so it doesn't look like anything came down. So I'm going to use a stippling action just to put in little the foliage in the distance, using a stippling action, using my funbow brush. And for this you really need a nice point. And what I'm doing is, as I'm putting in the stippling action, I'm being very careful not to paint over the snow-laden roof on the left there, because I still want it to look like there's snow on it. So I'm gently doing a stippling action with a very pointed brush and a mix of burnt sienna and a bit of black. Very, very carefully going around the roof to make sure that the snow-laden roof is still there. Now I'm also going very carefully around the bottom of the roof and the side of the house, because again I want the side of the house to look prominent and not get covered up, and I don't mind going over bits of the branches of that the tree on the left beside that. What I also want to do is I want to darken the side of that chimney pot, because I think it's not dark enough, because it's meant to be in shadow, and for that I'm using a darker mix of the raw umber that I had before, and I'm also darkening the side of the cabin here, because I don't think it's dark enough, and for that I'm using a darker wash of burnt sienna, which was the lighter wash before that. So I want to really darken it up. Now it looks too dark here, but I'm telling you, it will dry lighter. So I'm going to be, I thought I'd do that as well while I'm at it. And I also thought I'd put, I start fiddling when I see it, because I've got the color on the brush anyway, so I started sort of fiddling a bit. I've started doing that now. Another thing that I noticed was that these posts that are jutting out of the snow weren't casting shadows on it, so I thought I'd put those in as well, because again they didn't look like they were just standing in midair like that. And again I'm sort of, oh dear, fiddling again, and it's something that one can't help when one's got the paint on one's brush. But so I hope you didn't mind me coming in to fix a little mistake. Again, I didn't have my glasses. I forgot them, and I had this pair without the handles, and so I was holding the pair up against my eyes while painting and mixing, all with the other hand. So it was a little bit difficult. So yes, and it was a bit blurry when I was painting the sky, and when I turned the pad upside down, it was a little bit confusing when you don't have your glasses with you and you're a little bit blurred as well. So I do hope you enjoyed that video, and do subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you very much.